Hey folks, Matt here. Today I figure I'm going to play some Doom 64 EX. This is not really a source port, but a port of Doom 64 to PCs. I don't know if it actually uses any of the source code, but, you know, it makes it look way cleaner than it would on the N64. And it gives you mouse control, which is great. Yeah, this is one of the lesser known Doom games for whatever reason. I think by the time it came out, everyone was like, "Oh, more Doom? We want real 3D games, not..." Actually, I don't want to go up there. Not more fake 2D Doom whatever. Though from what I understand, this game actually is 3D accelerated, just people didn't know that at the time, because it looks a lot like normal Doom. Of course it looks way nicer here, because I'm running at 1080p. I've got the texture filtering turned off, because I think it looks better without it, though it was made to use it, being that the N64 had it. So unlike the earlier Dooms, I don't think there's anything wrong with texture filtering here. It is a little bit easier when playing with mouse and keyboard, because you can move way faster compared to the N64 controller. But it's still a very good Doom game. So I could actually blow up all these barrels, and that unlocks a hidden level, but I don't feel like doing that today. I'm just going to go through the levels normally. Yeah, I love the Doom games. They're fantastic. Ever since I first played... Oh, dang it. I think I first played Doom, or ever saw it, on the Jaguar port. Actually, I'm trying to remember. Because I first owned it on the N64. Or not the N64, the 32X. That was my Doom port. And as much as everyone loves to make fun of that port, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, it's missing a lot of content. And the music sounds awful. But when you don't know any better and you don't have a computer that can play it, it's actually one of the better ports, because it's just... it runs at a decent frame rate and the controls are okay. The biggest bummer is that it's missing a good chunk of the levels. Alright, I think we got that. There's actually a cool little monitor down here. Doesn't really serve much purpose other than to let you know that there's a soul sphere here. But this room is cool, especially seeing this on the N64. This was some pretty nice lighting effects. So one benefit to the EX version is that it's not horrendously dark. That was my first memory of playing Doom 64. Because I think a family friend had an N64, and I played this over there. And on his CRT, on the original N64, it was just ridiculously dark. Even on my version now, because I've got a copy on the N64, and I like it quite a bit, it still plays very well. especially if you get one of those Retro Fighters controllers. The controls aren't bad at all. But on my CRT TVs, it's just so dark. And I like to think I have mine calibrated better than the dude back then did. Alright, let's see. I don't think there was anything I wanted over here at the moment. I was always amused at these things that they're clearly trying to make look like they're rotating, but they just do it by moving the texture so the bottom doesn't move. Looks very goofy. Let's see, need a red key for that. I know where that is. Get out of here. So I could go grab that with this. I might as well. Light amplification goggles. Didn't really help in here that much. I think this is one of the few N64 games that people don't just, like, they're not just nostalgic for, but it actually holds up. Alright, so this was interesting. Hit this button, the key disappears, and it just kind of, it's up on these pillars, and then it'll disappear and go to a different one. You have to wait until it goes, I think, 3 or 4 of them. And it'll go like, beep. And at some point, these walls will open up. That's going to go over to this pillar last, which makes it easy. So you have to pick which one of these switches to hit, and the correct one will lower this. The incorrect ones will have a crusher drop down and crush you. It's actually pretty easy to figure out because it's the one that doesn't have these little things over here. So that was easy. Now I can go over here. Now this level has something that I've always been really crap at. So let me go through here first. There's a Spectre around here. And these have the rotating thing too, but again, it just, the rotating texture doesn't work for what they're trying to do. But yeah, I still like it. Soul Sphere over there. I'm not going to grab that because I have 148 health. I will go up here and grab this ammo. So yeah, I have to drop down here. I have to get all the way over there because the red key's over there. So to do that, I have to walk down this hallway, but at some point there's crushers, yeah. And you have to step in this light. But I'm never good at getting it lined up just right, and I always get crushed by at least one of these. It's really kind of hard to judge. Especially when I'm coming back. And I get in a hurry because I'm dumb. There we go. So there we go again. Maybe I can do it this time. So just be patient. Alright. How did that even hit me? See? Every time. I mean, luckily it didn't do a ton of damage. And I can just jump over here. and go get that soul sphere. Maybe I shouldn't, but I will. That'll top me off. So now we've got the red key. Go in here. That guy up here. I can do this. And then this happens. Yeah, Doom 64 does a lot of this kind of stuff where kind of the shape of the level changes. Like, I like how it does it. It's a neat effect that the original Doom didn't really do, or did to a much smaller degree. Get out of here, you imp. I know he was back there. I hear you. I guess one thing I don't like is that the normal undead soldiers and the sergeants look near identical. The only difference is their gun. Which I guess makes sense, but visually I feel like you should be able to tell them apart way easier. Like you could in the original game. Alright, so now I got the yellow key, and I can get out of here. And go back to the beginning, where there's a yellow door. I'm good. Super shotgun. I enjoy it, but I don't need it yet. Yeah, these are a new enemy added for Doom 64. It's like a Spectre imp. They aren't really any different, but you know, whatever. Here's another bit where it does the kind of level changing stuff. That's really cool. And there's another note here. You need a yellow key. In here, then invisibility. I think I can go down here and get something. Oh, it's just a teleporter. Alright. So I think these are supposed to be the Cacodemons, but they look more like the Pain Elementals. Okay, hit that switch. That opens that. Guess I got them all? Yeah. Alright. Now to go find that yellow door. Kinda don't know where that backpack came from, but it's there now. Get out of here. Really shouldn't get all of these. There we go, that's good enough. So that opens this. And then there we go. So we've got a big bump. Not that it matters. I need the red key. Where did it go? That one always confuses me. Like, for some reason, I usually forget that it puts it behind you. And one more level down. Yeah, I didn't find all the secrets. Alright. So don't remember this level as well, I don't think. I mean, I assume once I get going I'll remember it. That opened this. Ah. Don't want to use more ammo than I have to. Blue key. The guy who made this works for Night Dive Studio a lot. He just did the how do we get in there? The Forsaken port, or he worked on it, and he worked on the Turok 1 and 2 ports. It would be cool if they could release this version, like an actual proper console release of this game on the modern consoles. I say consoles a bunch there. But yeah, it would be cool if they could do that, rather than it just being a somewhat dubious release on the PC. That it's just kind of up to good faith that, oh, you have the original, right? It's like, yeah, I do, but there's nothing stopping from someone who doesn't from buying it. Not that that's a huge deal, I don't really care. So I don't know how to get that one gun back there. The one that kept rising up and down on that platform. So this I never get right. And I screwed it up. If you do those in the right order, these create a path that you could take from there all the way over to that rocket launcher. Right. I guess from the rocket launcher over to this side, but I can't get there. Okay, those rocket launchers would be nice now. And I know I didn't get all the secrets, because at the very least I missed that gun. And that platform thing. So none of the secrets. I'm fantastic. There's a chainsaw. Okay, so somewhere up here I can get on one of these boxes. There we go. And that drops one of them. Where is it? There we go. And I can hop from box to box. Or as close to hopping as the Doom guy does. Didn't help me all that much as far as getting any items. Well, that did something. Well, that was fun. What did that switch do? I guess. Alright, come on. There's gotta be more to this room than that. Why does that... Like, this is fine. And then you go to the map and it's like, ugh, choppy. Whatever. So I hit that button. I guess that must have done something back this way. Maybe this way? Yeah, I was pretty sure I'd been here. So, somewhere else. So I still don't have a key. Oh, maybe that dropped the thing in here. Yep. So normally that's up on a platform. Rude. I can't remember how to get in there. Nope. I don't remember where to go. I mean, it's gotta be back in here. Come on, go up. So flip that switch. Like, I know there's a way to make this go do something. Or maybe I'm thinking... Hit that switch. Oh, that lowered this. I feel like there's way more back here that I didn't explore. Or is there? Don't think there actually is. That was probably it. No, no. Ah, I'm not even actually in it. It's like if you're just too close to one, then you get crushed. I don't know what any of that accomplished. I mean, this is open. Can I do anything here yet? No, there's still bars there. Something I missed? Doesn't seem like it. What was the point of that? Oh, there's a switch. That is not entirely obvious. And that lifts up that gate. And I heard something spawn in. And I got the blue key. Where did those even come from? Doesn't matter. Get out of here. So I came in from over here. There's a switch. I was gonna say there's gotta be a switch somewhere. Ah, okay. That's a big room. For very little. And that opens that up. Which leads me to the exit. Woo! Tech center. No secrets again. Dang it. Oh well. I think that's good enough for now. I'm gonna save my game. And call it there for today. Later, folks.